I flew out of City Hall and back into town. I was getting hungry, so I made my way over to a shop. My people are omnivores, but we prefer fruit and insects over anything else. I was craving magiopa, a small, sweet, watery fruit popular among lower-class newmen like myself. It's affordable and quite tasty. I landed in front of a small stand that sold them, as well as several other kinds of affordable fruits. "Hello, young one," the owner who ran the shop greeted. "Would you care to see a list of our goods today?" "Well, I only came to purchase a magiopa, but if you have anything else that sounds good, then why not?" I said. "Excellent," the elder said, and used magic to create shimmering images above my head. They were pictures of everything he sold. "As you can see, we have some koya seeds in, if that takes your interest, as well as some magiopa seeds, like you mentioned, and even a supply of nula fruit seeds from Famutek, a small island north of Famu," the owner explained. After looking over his supply, I requested 2 magiopa seeds and 1 nula fruit seed. He carefully used magic to pull out seeds from the assorted bags behind his stand and moved them into a small cloth pouch for me. I paid him in magical power and flew over to a small clearing nearby. Several others were doing the same as me, preparing to eat. I placed my seeds on the ground and pushed some magic into them. Quickly they grew roots and planted themselves firmly in the dirt. Then a stalk grew up and blossomed. Within minutes, the blossom was growing on my fruits. I like my magiopa a bit firm, so I stopped it before it was fully ripe. The nula was unique. Its flavour was bold and syric, but had a sweet aftertaste. It also wasn't as watery as I had imagined it would be, so I probably won't get it again, but it was still good. I finished my meal and started to fly away, but just as I spread my wings, someone from behind me shouted, "You! Peasant!" It startled me, and I looked around to see what was happening, only to discover several well-decorated nobles, the ones I had seen at City Hall, were glaring at me. No one was around, so I said, "Are you talking to me?" The 3 of them landed in front of me, and puffed up to seem bigger, and that nobles do when conversing with lower-class citizens to seem better. They were all taller than me, and decorated with gold lace, but only the one in the middle, the shortest, was also adorned with any jewels. He had 2 green gems around his neck, and a blue one in the centre of each wing. "Of course we are talking to you! Are you the new maid who was named by her familiar?" The one in the middle demanded angrily. Yes, I am Suma," I said quietly. "Shameful! I didn't think that peasants could fall any lower. You saw an honour reserved for nobility. It's disrespectful enough that commoners are even allowed to have names, but now they abuse the privilege by practically naming themselves," the middle one said. "Sir, I assure you, you are mistaken. I didn't—" I tried to say, but was cut off. "You dare speak defiantly to a noble? First you seal a name, now you interrupt me, and worst of all, you claim I am lying?" The noble screamed and raised his wings. A ball of magical energy formed between them, and he threw it at me. It caught me square in the chest and broke several of my ribs. "You will go to the Grand Duke and renounce your name, you filthy commoner, and maybe we will spare your life," the noble said proudly. I cast a spell of healing on my chest, just enough so I could quickly fly away. I used magic to increase my speed as I flew. Over my shoulder I heard one of the nobles scream to follow me. I couldn't think. The pain in my shoulder shot through me and slowed me down. They were gaining quickly. "Jake, I don't know what you're doing, but get ready to look as scary as possible," I shouted through the pain, and turned into an alley to try and hide. I summoned Jake as quickly as I could. "I summon you, Sentinel!" "Oh, loud," Jake said, and began to appear just as the 3 nobles turned the corner of the alley, each with their bestial familiars.